Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Band of Brothers. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Angela, and today I am starting my journey with Band of Brothers. Now, if you have seen my Saving Private Ryan reaction, you know how this is going to go. If you haven't, I'd go watch that because it's very Saving Private Ryan adjacent. So, those of you that have seen it, I know that you have been recommending this, so I know how this is going to go. The thing that I really loved about Saving Private Ryan, not only was it a beautifully made movie and it was emotionally devastating and it was visually devastating, but that it is based off of real events or things that happened during war. It might not have all been the same story, but it is an account of different things that happened throughout war that was made into a movie. And a lot of soldiers had a hard time watching it because, especially the ones that were at Normandy, I think very much saw visualizations that they probably weren't prepared for that brought back a lot of trauma. And, you know, I think I'm going to find this even harder to watch because that was, you know, a 3-hour movie. This is 10 episodes of getting to know these guys and going on these, I don't even know what to call them, missions. They're not adventures, that's for sure. They're not, it's going to be emotionally hard. I'm already kind of like sad that I know that I'm going to fall in love with somebody and they're going to take them away because that's what happens, is that beautiful people go to war and some don't make it back. And the ones that do typically have a burden to carry, and it's almost worse. So I would say I'm looking forward to this. I am, in a sense, because I know it's beautiful and I know it's an homage to people that really gave the ultimate sacrifice. And I know that, like, I want to think of them as just characters, but again, I know that it's based off of true events or people that have experienced these things. And I want to pay respect to that. So I'm definitely going to struggle through it, but I think it's going to be a beautiful struggle, and it's going to be something that I think is very worthwhile and meaningful to watch. And I hope that I can take something away from it that's not just pain, but a little bit of beauty and a little bit of love. I think I'm going to actually love a lot of these characters, and it's going to break me because I'm going to think about it and know that it was based off of a real human or real humans. You know, I'm sure not everybody has an individual experience. I'm sure that it was very much a collective experience. So a lot of people saw the same things happen, and it's those things that, like, I remind myself of that really it makes the welling in my chest, you know, that much more painful. So, guys, let's get into it.
We were in a store and a guy, he says, the USA is in a war with Japan. We couldn't believe it.
Are they interviewing people? I can't.
We came from a small town, and 3 fellows in that town that were 4F committed suicide because they couldn't go.
Because they couldn't go?
Nobody put up their hands. And then, I don't know what it was, brought it up, but the guy giving the speech was saying, but you get paid $50 a month more. So that made it $100.
That's it. I mean, it was probably a lot of money, but that's it. Oh, I didn't realize that we were going to get real people talking about their experience plus watching the show. It's gonna make it hard. I think I already recognized Damian Lewis. Oh, right when his name pops up. Ron Livingston, okay. Yeah, there you are, buddy. Oh, okay, David Schwimmer, Donnie Wahlberg. I'm glad they have this in the beginning so I'm not distracted by it when I see them actually in the show. That was really weird watching Saving Private Ryan, and all of a sudden it was like Vin Diesel, and I was like, oh. Already got tears in my eyes. This is gonna be rough. Currahee? I don't know what that means, but I'm sure I'm gonna find out. June 4th, 1944. Up Bottery, England.
Easy company! Let's go! The Channel Coast is socked in with rain and fog. No jump tonight. The invasion has been postponed. We're on a 24-hour stand-down.
Imagine being ready for that. Might be a relief, but also like preparing for the fact that you might die is rough. I love Damian Lewis. He was amazing in Homeland.
5 o'clock in New York. 4 o'clock in Chicago.
Happy hour, huh?
Yeah. Civilized place for civilized men. We'll go to Chicago. I'll take you there.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that. It just means that they're not going to make it. They're never going to make it to Chicago.
Actually, it's from there.
Oh, him.
Ooh.
It's 112 days of that son of a bitch, and here we are.
Reputation, huh? Ooh. 2 years earlier. Okay, we're going to get a backstory. Going to Georgia. Okay, here we go. It's nice because that means I'm not going right to like a beach where the airborne are being dropped.
You people are at the position of attention!
Ross, really? He was the one?
Private Picante, have you been blousing your trousers over your boots like a paratrooper?
No, sir.
That explained the creases at the bottom. Your weekend pass is revoked.
For having creases in his pants? Be nice.
When did you sew on these chevrons, Sergeant Lipton?
Yesterday, sir.
Long enough to notice this. Revoked.
Sir.
Does being mean make them good soldiers? I don't think so.
Change into your PT gear. We're running Currahee.
Curry. What is curry? Can't wait to find out.
Second platoon fallout. We have 2 minutes.
I mean, I get like wanting them to like make sure everything's perfect so when they go to war they have all their P's and Q's, but like, damn.
Don't worry, we'll take your dames to the movies for you.
Yeah, it's good. They need some female company.
Oh! Yeah, just run right through them, knock them over. Automatically on their side.
Do not help that man! Do not help that man! Not stop!
Jeez. I mean, like, I'm like, I don't understand. I wouldn't make it through this stuff. I couldn't handle somebody yelling at me, being mean to me, and making me run. Not for me. I will say something, though. Like, he was in the front. Like, if he's making everybody do this, like, he got up there to, like, record time.
We are coming on 23 minutes!
23 minutes for 3 miles? That's not bad.
But that is not good enough for Easy Company!
I lied. It's not good enough for Easy Company.
We can do this, come on!
Is that old thing? It's like, if everybody hates him, then they'll all work as a team?
Lieutenant Sobel hates us, sir.
I don't know if it's hate.
Lieutenant Sobel does not hate Easy Company, Private Random. He just hates you.
Lieutenant Winters, I want canteens out of belts with the caps unscrewed. On my command, they will pour the contents onto the ground.
Pour him!
I was just gonna take a drink of water. I feel bad now.
Who is this?
Oh, he ran out quick.
Private Christensen, you have disobeyed a direct order. You will fill your canteen and repeat all 12 miles of the march immediately.
12 miles?
I want the names of 6 men, their infractions, and your disciplinary recommendations on my desk by 0130. Is that clear?
What infraction, sir?
Find some.
So I was like, how is Ross from Friends gonna be intimidating? Never mind. Great job, David Schwimmer. I hate those things. Oh, great transition.
What the hell is this? That's big guys, boy. God damn it.
Yeah, you gotta get used to that. It ain't gonna be all pretty and nice where you're going. Oh. See, 23 minutes to get up. I mean, getting back should be a lot easier, right? Oh god, that scared me. I didn't expect anyone to join him. That's awesome that they joined him.
Isn't that Lieutenant Winters leading Easy Company in PT? I was planning on giving him a set of these today. Why don't you do it? He'd be proud to get them from you.
Oh my.
Pornography, contraband. This man had 200 prophylactic kits in his footlocker. How in the name of God was he gonna have the strength to fight the war? Whose footlocker is this? Private Parks, sir. Get rid of him.
Get rid of him?
All weekend passes are canceled, officers included. Carry on.
Are you gonna give him his bars?
Lieutenant Winters?
You better. You better. It's probably gonna be unceremonious.
Seen fit to promote you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I am designating you mess officer for 14 days. Report to the mess kitchen at 05:15 hours. Company
Mess
breakfast
officer?
to be served at 0600.
He's punishing him for getting promoted?
I like spaghetti.
Okay.
Orders changed! Get up! Lectures are canceled! Easy Company is running up Currahee! Move!
Wow. Maybe they carbo loaded with noodles? I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't understand his logic if it was nothing but to make them sick.
Private Randleman, you look tired! There's an ambulance waiting for you at the bottom of the hill!
Oh, he's like this close to socking you in the face, sir.
We never left.
Is he upset or happy about this? I don't know how I feel about Sobel, but I feel like he's just making them tough. At least he's not physically hurting them, besides making them throw up and run 12 miles.
7 okay! 6 okay! 1 okay!
Be a lot of men dropping from the sky today. Hopefully, under deployed canopies.
What does he mean by that? And why was Sobel's face looking a little weird? I'm still worried. Is Sobel okay? Look at him. He looks terrified. Has he never done this?
No! No!
Okay, I thought his chute wasn't gonna deploy or something. I was terrified for him. I mean, I don't think that he's bulletproof, but he might be freaking terrified of this stuff.
And gentlemen, rest assured, any refusals in the aircraft or at the door, and I guarantee you, you will be out of the airborne.
Yeah, you gotta be able to make the jump. I mean, I was excited to jump out of a plane. I think I was the only one on the plane that was excited for it. I think I made everybody else mildly excited for it. But jumping out of a plane to war is a different story completely.
Now just think, if you had any class or style like me, someone might mistake you for somebody.
You mean like your fucking sergeant?
I'm just kidding. Congratulations, Mom.
I was gonna say, did he get a promotion? That's what he was saying? I was like, what's going on?
So I want you to have fun and remember our motto. Currahee!
Where's Sobel? I mean, obviously this is a test.
We're in the wrong position.
We're textbook position for ambush, sir.
They're right out there somewhere. Let's just get them.
Sir, we have perfect cover here.
Lieutenant, deploy your troops.
Well, is Sobel losing it? He's kind of getting a little off his noodle a little bit, huh? Yeah, duh.
Captain, you've just been killed, along with 95% of your company. Your outfit?
Easy Company, 2nd Battalion, 506.
Is he cracking?
Leave 3 wounded men on the ground and report back to the assembly area.
You.
You're gonna blame other people for your mistake. He better not.
Congratulations on the promotion.
Oh, thanks. You want to call it that?
I'm hearing a lot of rumblings.
Sobel? Just talking about that.
So, he gets a little jumpy in the field.
And in a plane. Oh, was he up for that promotion that he got instead? Oh boy. Correct under pressure. I mean, he's putting a lot of pressure on them, a lot of pressure on himself. Terrified to make a mistake. It's unfortunate.
Well, you know, I'm always fumbling with grenades. It'd be easy if one went off by accident, you know?
Well,
Wow.
now they must have put him in charge for a reason.
Yeah, because the Army wouldn't make a mistake, right, Chief?
Oh boy. That's not good if they're starting to doubt him. Maybe they should, but it's not good.
Going my way, wherever the train takes me.
What do you suppose that might be?
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, come on, take a guess.
I'm not the intelligence officer.
Well, as such, I of course know, but I told you I'd have to kill you.
So don't tell me.
He doesn't want to know anyway.
Since when do I drink?
If I thought you'd drink it, I wouldn't offer it to you.
So he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, doesn't laugh.
Morning. Oh, this could turn into a real nice trip.
No, not yet. Wait till you find out where you're going. Some of them, it's the last time they saw America.
Keep up a palm tree with 6 naked native girls.
Oh, yeah. Not for long.
Coconuts so he can hand feed them to the flamingos. They bite. So are the naked native girls.
What a conversation.
He's what? He's a Jew. I'm a Jew.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Congratulations. Get your nose out of my face.
What's all that about?
Henry called Sobel a Jew. Leave guy took offense because he's a Jew too.
Fighting over Sobel. That's smart.
Oh, I feel like they got there pretty quickly, but I don't know how long it takes to travel by ship to get to England.
Why is there a fence here? There should be no fence here.
Tipper!
Give me them.
Why is he falling apart?
That's not the point. Where the goddamn hell are we?
Connie, Sobel's lost again, right?
Yeah, he's lost.
Yep.
Hey, run.
That doesn't look like a new fence.
Isn't that the intersection?
No, sir, it's here. You were full grid off.
Oop. Yeah.
Is there a problem, Captain Sobel?
Who said that?
I think it's Major Horton, sir.
He's trying not to laugh.
Major Horton? What is he? Did he join us?
You guys are driving him crazy. That's not good.
Damn hold up, Mr. Sobel.
Oh, you're gonna get in so much trouble.
Tell Garnett to move left with 2nd. I'll be right up the middle with 3rd. Go. Yes, sir.
Okay, he's good at this. I think. I don't know. It depends on if it's success or not. Oh, I thought we were gonna see Sobel on a bike. Is this old man gonna get scared by all these troopers? Oh. Gonna run into him again? There they are again.
You've done it now, Yanks. You've captured me.
Look at him smile.
Would that be the enemy?
As a matter of fact, yes.
What a cute little interaction.
Major Horton, sir.
Major Horton?
Yes, sir.
Major Horton ordered you to cut
Major
the fence.
Horton wasn't there.
Yes, he did.
Major Horton is on leave in London.
Yeah, your own group gotcha. Oh, is he gonna take it out on them? Is he getting promoted?
Captain Sobel's compliments, sir.
Now for crying out loud. Misspelled court-martial.
Oh boy.
I changed the time to 09:45.
No one told me, sir.
I telephoned and sent a runner.
So he's being court-martialed because Sobel messed up?
Punishment for your offenses will be denial of a 48-hour pass for 60 days. Stand before me at attention. Or you may initiate a letter of appeal and request a trial by court-martial.
Yeah, do that. Oh, why is he being punished even a little bit when he did what he was told to do?
Endorsement, sir. I request trial by court-martial.
Good for you. Don't let this man abuse you. Might as well give him double deuce finger. Just what?
Well, Nixon better find a loophole to get him out.
And if he don't, Winner scrambles eggs while the rest of us make the big jump with Sobel.
Yeah, which is terrifying. Oh, that's why he did it. He messed up, so he made the guy below him also punished, so he also looked bad, so he wouldn't get... Okay, I get what's happening. For the love of God.
We'd all better be clear of the consequences. I don't care about the consequences. John, we could be lined up against a wall and shot. I'm ready to face that.
Oh.
I will not follow that man into combat.
Me neither.
Wow, okay. So they're all gonna, like, write a letter that they don't believe Sobel should be leading them?
No longer wish to serve as a non-commissioned officer in easy company. All right, boys. Good luck.
Okay.
I ought to have you all shot.
Knew that was coming.
You can consider yourself lucky that we are on the eve of the largest action in the history of warfare, which leaves me no choice but to spare your lives. Get.
So did it work at all, or are they still going to war with Sobel? I mean, he's not even trying to be anybody's friend. He's just competent as hell.
Your command of Easy Company has been exemplary.
Thank you, sir.
Division has established a parachute training school at Chilton Foliot. Frankly, I can't think of anyone more qualified to command such a school than you are.
Is he trying to get him out of this?
Sir?
I'm reassigning you to Chilton Foliot.
Yeah.
I'm losing Easy Company?
Yep.
War effort needs you elsewhere.
He tried complimenting you, make you feel good. Just take
Permission
it.
to speak, sir.
Oh boy.
Who will be replacing me?
Lieutenant Meehan from Baker Company is senior. Good luck at Chilton Foliot, Herbert. Don't let us down now.
Oof. Yeah, when you get that many people not believing in their lieutenant, that's not good. Okay. Had nothing to do with you. He's just so good under pressure. He's just calm, cool, and collected. I'd like to say that he's void of emotion, but like he even joked around with that old man, so it's there. 1944.
Well, some of it's from the omen, some of his tail is knocked up. A few lads, actually, so I can get your mince pies from some of this Jerry Clobber, if you know what I mean.
What did he just say?
Not really. Boy, she sure is a doozy. Yeah, it's pucker, isn't it? What? Hey?
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what he's saying either.
Hey, mate.
He's not giving it to you.
You're having a bath with finger half inch in that. Sorry. Well, good luck. You too, mate.
He just took that man's gun.
We're gambling, Buck.
So what? Soldiers do that. I don't deserve a reprimand for it.
What if you'd won? Never put yourself in a position where you can take from these men.
That's a really good lesson, yeah.
Bearing 042, 12 minutes. 358 for 10.5 minutes.
What are we talking
It's Normandy.
about? It gave me a chill.
The estuary of the Douve River divides two beachheads, codenamed Utah here and Omaha here.
Sounds familiar.
Each trooper will learn this operation by heart and know his and every other outfit's mission to the detail.
Starting to get anxiety.
In the meantime, study these sand tables until you can draw a map of the area by memory.
Wow. Very important, though. I get it.
You know, they stop wasting as much as I do. I still got my shoot, my reserve shoot, my May West, my M1.
Figure it out.
Where you keeping your brass knuckles? I can use some brass knuckles.
You keep your brass knuckles on your knuckles. Might make it a little hard to jump and fire.
If you did not sign your GI life insurance policy, you boys don't let your families miss out on $10,000.
Jesus. Oh, man.
Garnier's brother in Italy, Henry, killed in Monte Casino. What do you think I should do?
I don't...
For me, I tell him.
Yeah.
A couple hours before we jump? I don't know.
Yeah, I might hold on to that information.
Channel coast is socked in with rain and fog. No jump tonight. The invasion has been postponed.
Yeah, okay, we're back here. I didn't realize it was the same time as the beginning.
4F.
You look 1A to me.
Hey, you don't look so bad yourself.
Here is Johnny.
I woke up.
Something happened to
Got
me.
the wrong goddamn jacket.
I was struck by lightning.
Oh, please go change it before the jump.
Pal Bill Garnier's brother.
Remember this.
From New York. Oh.
Wait, is he Garnier?
You'll get everything you want.
Oh, is that his way of getting him the letter so he can find out, so he wouldn't have to tell him? That's awful. It's like when I get anxious, I get cold, or I start sweating. Right now it's cold.
Johnny! Got something you might be looking for. Get jacket by mistake.
Sorry about your brother, Bill.
Sorry for my mom. He was, let's get this over with.
He was what? It's a heartbreaking way to hear that.
I'll meet up with you over there.
I don't know if him finding that out just before the jump was a good thing or not. But to, like, read it in a letter that somebody left or, like, switched jackets with you accidentally.
Good luck. God bless you. I'll see you in the assembly area.
I'm stressed. As soon as they started talking about Normandy, Utah, Omaha, just it all came flooding back. Yeah, they're all just zoning out, disassociating. I don't know what's going through their heads, because I know what they're headed into. Let's see. I'm just seeing who I even recognize. Currahee, of course I do. Michael Cudlitz. He looked weird without the beard. I'm used to Abraham having a beard. Oh, that was Michael Fassbender. Okay. It looked like him, but I was like, he's getting yelled at for his canteen. I don't want to be like, hey. I'm sure there's some of these people that I know. Obviously, Damian Lewis, Sean Livingston, Neil McDonough, of course, most beautiful eyes in the world. I swear I thought I saw Simon Pegg somewhere in there. Oh, I did. Okay, I just missed his name. Okay, never mind. They got a stacked cast, that's for sure. Oh, you know who I wanted to know? Frank John Hughes. He played Grenier. For some reason, he looks really familiar, and I don't know why. All right, let's talk about it. At least it wasn't a cry fest. That's the one thing that I can say. Very emotional, but not a cry fest. Okay, so like I was saying, I thought maybe it would start out like how Saving Private Ryan did, which was just in the trenches, just showing you everything laid bare. I like seeing everything kind of behind it. One, I mean, it helps me get to know a lot of the company and a lot of the characters that we are, looking at and facing. Probably their fates, their stories. But I have to say that like David Schwimmer, I immediately was just like, oh, okay, he's gonna be a goof. Not a goof. Not a goof at all. And I get like I don't like it. And me personally wouldn't be able to get through it, any sort of like drill training or anything like that. Like that's the whole reason why like I would never be in the military is because I don't take getting yelled at. I'm not that person. You don't do that to me. There's no reason for me to fight, right? Get into an argument about like stop yelling at me. But it's hard for me to watch too, like getting a guy because he has rust on a knife. Did did the other guy have dust on something on his weapon? Like I'm aghast. I don't know if he was doing it because he was like, okay, I'm going to have the best company. And this is the only way I know how, because he wasn't that great of a leader out in the field. And he was terrified to be a paratrooper. So I think what he was trying to do is like, build the best company that he could. It's almost like being a well-conditioned company. It made me think of Herb Brooks. I absolutely love the movie Miracle and I love Herb Brooks, but I was just like, maybe if they're all mad at him, then, they'll congeal as a team. But what ended up happening is them not trusting him. And quite frankly, I don't blame them, like when you feel like your leadership is incompetent, there's no confidence that's behind them at all. And, the fact that he could fall for somebody, doing an impression of a higher up and like where did he think that person was? Like how do you get fooled into doing that? And then cutting the fence and like just I don't know. I like it because one, I was like, oh wow, like he's a hard ass. And then I was like, oh no, like something's wrong. Like is he buckling under the pressure? Is he, and it might be the case of like trying too hard, trying to be too perfect. And in that sense, he, just was kind of maybe blind to certain things. But Winters definitely like, I'm looking forward to more of him because I think Damian Lewis is just a phenomenal actor. Like I said, him in Homeland, he had my whole heart when I tell you. But I'm interested in his story because it seemed like a lot of his men like absolutely trust him. And, they all saluted him as they walked out after the court martial. And, like they were just like, oh, he doesn't even have a sense of humor, blah, blah, blah. And I know that like it's the army. And when you're doing things like you don't sit there and tell jokes, but like even when the old man on the bike was like in the middle of everything, like he had a little bit of a sense of humor there and he was very kind. So it's when he shows it, I think it's rewarding. Like when he was just like, what makes you think I'm going to take that drink? And, he's watching the guy smoke and he's just like, no, like I appreciate Winters a lot. I like him a lot. I think now that we've gotten to kind of know these guys, especially Bill losing his brother, we have a lot of them that like have stated that they're Jewish and that they didn't want to like follow Sobel because he's Jewish. That's not fighting amongst yourselves is not the best way to win a war. Just saying, like there's a different evil out there for you to fight. It's not within your company, like knock it off. But it's really easy to do when, just tensions are high. You're going to war. You're being shipped over somewhere to get thrown on a beach and, kill Germans, hopefully. I can only imagine how nerve-wracking that could be. Like when they were all on the plane and they were all very disconnected and they were very, like I kept saying that they were dissociating because it looked like they were just like staring at like nothing. Like there was nothing there. They weren't looking at anything in particular. They were just thinking about where they were going, what they were doing. Or maybe they weren't even thinking about that. Maybe they're thinking of a happy memory to get them through it. But like tensions are high. And, I can excuse anything that somebody does, just short of like, murdering somebody. But like, like certain behaviors, like they need to have things to like having pornography, smoking, whatever you got to do to like ease your mind. I get it. I understand it. And I feel bad. And the very end of that, when all the planes are flying and you know where they're going, especially when you've seen Saving Private Ryan and you've seen firsthand what Omaha and Utah looked like and what they faced and what they continued to face and just how devastating that was, and knowing that they're all going there to their own fates. And it's really upsetting. Now, I know not everybody dies when they go into a war, and I know not everybody died when they landed on Normandy, but a lot of them did. And that was one day that I witnessed. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one. But like I said, like I've already started to care about characters and want more from them, and I'm excited to see them in action. I mean, as far as I know, nobody died in this episode, so that's good. I think that might be the last one in which that happens. Oh, man. Well, guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to one episode early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I feel like asking anyone to share anything that they've experienced it's heartbreaking because it's in the comments, and a lot of times comments get missed. And I mean, it's definitely... It's a hard thing to talk about, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like they need to. But if you had served, whether it was in the past or current in the Army, did it feel like this? Was this representative of your experience? Because, like I said, I didn't like when my mom yelled at me. I didn't like when my dad yelled at me. I didn't like when girls tried to yell at me, and I would push them into their lockers. I am all of 5'1", but I am a very tough 5'1". You do not yell in my face. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I'm tough or anything. If anything, it means that I'm very fragile and that I'm very emotional and I can't handle that. And so it's like, no, I'm not going to put up with that. But like, I think a very gritty, very strong person that can stand there and have that happen to them and still respect that person and move forward with them and follow them into battle, I think is that's a toughness that I just can't endure and I can't ever experience, and nor would I want to. But that's definitely commendable. And that's how I know, like, where I'm like, oh no, I would never put up with that. It's because I'm a weaker person for sure. And I know that about myself. I'm aware. But guys, I'm looking forward to the rest of this series because I'm already emotional about it. I'm already feeling the feels. And I know some are going to be heartbreaking. I got overwhelmed with emotion and anxiety and stress just in this episode because I know where they're going. I know what they're about to witness. I know what they're about to lose. And it is, your innocence in the world, whatever, peace that you have left inside of you, it will be gone. Images will be burned into your mind for forever. And, the people that walk away from this and get to go home, like, by no means are they not scarred. Even if they don't have wounds that had to be mended, they definitely have wounds that need to be mended. And, those are the harder ones to mend. And I'm sure we're going to explore a lot of the trauma that occurs during war in probably the most brutal way possible. So guys, That's a hard sell to have you come back here for that. But I think we could get through it together. So come on back. We'll watch another episode next week. And in the meantime, I'll see you.